Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hackin' nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United animated universe, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. And these are updated versions of how Optimus and Bumblebee looked in the Transformers animated cartoon. And I feel like one figure is better than the other, and one figure gets a lot of undue hatred for some reason. And I'll kind of unpack the hatred in a minute when we get to Bumblebee. We will start, obviously, with Optimus Prime, since I'm an Optimus Prime groupie. And just kind of give you my general thoughts on the figures and how they did the animated figures. So we'll put B to the side, and we will take a look here at, this is a Voyager class, by the way, Voyager class Optimus Prime. The other one is the Deluxe. And yeah, it's a good robot mode. I mean, it is very representative of the model you saw in the show. I didn't really watch the show, but I did really like the animation styles, the more cartoonish, sort of chibified or sort of exaggerated versions of the figure or the characters. I'll give you a quick look at that noggin. It's animated Optimus Prime's head in it. It's a really good face sculpt. You can't really see the eyes because they're blue and they don't really have any light piping or anything to really pick them out. But good head sculpt nonetheless. I'll go ahead and show off, before I get to articulation, show off his accessory. He comes with that axe. Oh, and this piece here, this siren piece, or whatever you want to call it, that does come detached in the box, just so you know. But he does indeed got that axe. The axe handle slides down. That's for storage in vehicle mode. And he can hold his axe fairly well, like so. And he's decently posable. So you've got, although my enemy, the mushroom peg, and although it's not going to do it on camera because my toys only behave on camera for some reason, these do have a tendency to come undone. I hate mushroom pegs with all of my being. I don't understand the frickin' point of a mushroom peg when you're basically leaving something wide open to come out and fly across the room. Head is on a swivel, or actually head's on a ball joint, so it can go up and down and swing around like so. Actually, for this, let me raise the camera just a little bit. The shoulders are on the aforementioned mushroom peg and the hinge. Bicep swivel. Hinge at the elbows, and a wrist pivot. Going down, his waist can go all the way around. He can do the splits because the hips are on this little hinge. Knees on a hinge. And then he does have some toe articulation, but that's more or less for transformation. You can pivot inwards, but you can't go the other way or anything like that. Take this out of his hand. Let's get into transformation. So first things first, you're going to unpeg this chest piece and this back piece. Push these out of the way. Then you're going to take the arms. Actually, probably should have done this first, but you're going to open up the arms on this side and then turn the fist around, or turn the fist like that, or not, like that. Okay, I'm sorry. You turn the fist like that and then in and close that up. Do the same on the other side. Turn the fist, or not close the fist. Then you're going to take these two sections. There's a tab slot here and a tab there, and you're just going to tab that in like so. Then you're going to take this whole assembly, and sometimes easier said than done. You're going to turn it all the way around. Come on. Things tend to, this transformation's a bit of a mess, and it does like to come undone. So you're going to have to be patient with this. Then you're going to connect. No, never mind. My bad. That's in a minute. Okay. Next thing you're going to do is turn, oop, that does like to come undone, is turn these sections around and push this down like so. And then fold these sections up like so. And that's going to come so you can cover the head. You're going to turn these around like that. And then there's a little peg or tab here and a hole in there. And you're just going to, sometimes easier said than done, just slot that in like that. Do the same on the other side, like so. Then you can take this section and fold it up like this onto the top to form the cab. And then there are pegs here on the chest piece and a slot here on the arms. And that's just going to come up and everything will slot together. Then you can plug this black piece like so. Then you're going to come to the legs. You're going to open, move this down. You're going to open this section of the leg. There you go. You're going to open that all the way out and then swing that forward. Do the same on the other side. That. Then you're going to come down and connect these. There's a slot or a peg there and a slot there on the thigh, and you're just going to slot that in as such. And then you can take this little slot and this peg and then wedge it together like that. Squeeze that all down, then take the feet, and there's two little pegs here and two holes there, and just peg the feet together like so. Make sure everything's nice and squished together. And there you go. There you have animated Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And yeah, that doesn't like to stay connected. It's not a bad truck mode. The thing with this figure is it's perfectly serviceable. It's a perfectly serviceable figure that accurately represents the character. I think my one problem with this is that there's just nothing wow about it. There's no like engineering or anything like that, and this really does not like to stay on top. Come on, there you go. There's really not a lot of special engineering. There's not a lot of really good paint apps. It's fine. That's the way I can describe this one. It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable. There's nothing wrong with the figure. It's good. It just stops short of being great. And you can take the axe, by the way, collapse that down, and then you can take this little clear peg and that'll slot in there, and you can have it on the back, which is absolutely ridiculous, but you can do it if you want to. The transformation back. is finicky at best. There's a lot of parts that don't like to go where they're supposed to go. And yeah, let's just get into it. First things first, we're going to open up the feet and slide them out. Then we're going to take these two sections and fold them out. Unpeg them and fold them out. I said unpeg them and fold them out. Thank you. Then we're just going to collapse them down on each side and then collapse the foot. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. You need to unpeg the legs first so you can have clearance. Come on, Brian. You're supposed to be a professional. Professional spaz, maybe. And we're going to stand them up. And I'll raise the camera. Next, we're going to unpeg this section. And it's actually easier to sometimes to just have the cab transformed and then swing it around. And he can do a somewhat of a Gerwalk mode. So yay for the Gerwalk mode. Okay, move this up just a little more so I can get to the torso. This is where the problems are because this torso does not like to peg in. So you're just going to undo that back piece, undo the front. You're going to unpeg these little shoulder pieces and turn them all the way around. And these gray pieces on this side will come out all the time when you're trying to get back into robot mode. I don't like the engineering of the transformation on this. It's a lot. It's really finicky. And you're just going to slide that shoulder down like that. Other side, open it, unpeg the shoulder, fold it around and down, and fold the shoulders down like that. Then comes the joy of trying to plug the back piece into these two little shoulder tabs. It is not as straightforward as you would think it is. You need to make sure that this is the hole you want to get it in. These are the pegs, that's the particular hole. And you want to make sure that this is perfectly aligned, or else he is not going to want to do anything. Make sure that the back is all the way forward. If you don't have this piece all the way down, it is going to be next to impossible. So just kind of hold it down and then bring the backpack down. Oh, I hate this part of the transformation. Like that. Is that pegged? No, it's not. Okay. Sometimes easier said than done. Then you're going to take the chest piece and bring that down, and that should snap into place fairly easily. Is this going to behave for me? I don't think it will. I can just push these all the way in. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I realize what I'm doing wrong now. There's a little peg there, and there's a little tab here on the gray piece. You need to make sure to get that all the way down so that it just kind of rests into that peg hole. Like so. And then I believe we should be able to bring that. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Then we can take the chest piece and slot that in. Open up the fists, or the forearms, to bring out the fists. There we go. Like so. Turn everything around so that it's oriented right. Turn the head, make sure that's right, and then we can give him his axe. And there you go. He is back in his robot mode. Like, oh, hey, stand up. You're the proud leader of the Autobots. Stand up, soldier. There you go. There he is back in his robot mode. And again, The robot mode's fine. The truck mode is fine. I think I share with a lot of the community's opinion on this figure, where it's just, it's okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's not mind-blowing. It's just okay. Now, let's get into the figure that I think is the real star of the show here, Bumblebee. This figure gets so much undue hate, and I don't understand why. The main complaints is the size. Yes, he is a little small for a deluxe. This would, I believe, be more of a Legions or a Scout class figure if we're going by the older size classes. But it's a good figure. And then the one complaint I get is there is a bit of translucent plastic in the hinges, which I am never okay with. Hasbro, I don't understand how many times you have to get an easily breakable toy for you to get that you don't make joints or hinges or ball joints or anything really other than windshields and maybe the head, pieces in the head, out of translucent plastic. It's not durable. That's the complaint I get. I don't get any of the other complaints. But we will also give you a quick look at the noggin, and yeah, it's a great head sculpt. It's animated B. As for accessories, he does come with 2 guns. His little stingers. And these 2 pieces, the silver and blue pieces, they can combine. But good luck getting them apart after you do. I prefer having them apart because they look like little stingers that you can put in his hand because he's Bumblebee. He needs his stingers. As for articulation, head is on a swivel. You can't really get it 160 degrees because of the way the top of it is designed. He does have these joints at his shoulders that can swing down, but that's more or less for transformation. But the shoulders, and the shoulders cannot do a full 360 because the way the armature is designed. Elbow hinge, he's got no, no, actually he does have a wrist swivel. His hips are on a swivel, or he can full waist swivel, I mean. But again, that's also for transformation. He can kick up that far and back that far, do the splits, hinge at the knees. Although, again, a lot of the articulation on this figure is more for the transformation. And he does have, actually, yeah, he does have a little bit of toe articulation. So yeah, let's get him into vehicle mode. First thing you're going to do is take his chest piece and fold that all the way up so it is flush with the back of the figure. Then you are going to take the waist and swing it all the way around. Come back around, open up these panels here. You're going to fold in these tabs. Then you're going to take the foot and fold that all the way up and flip in the heel, like so. Then you're going to connect these together. And these panels do like to come off. Not a lot you can do there. Come on. And you're just going to fold them up like this. And then you're going to swing these all the way around, like so. And you're going to take this section and you're going to swing it all the way. Oh, and fold these together and then collapse that. You're going to fold them all the way around, and there's 2 little translucent pegs here. And you're going to, oh yeah, unpeg. This is one of my other problems with the figure, is this joint that you're supposed to untab at the waist is really tight, and the first time I did it, I thought I was going to break the figure. So just be careful about that. And you're just going to plug the front of the cab in. Then you're going to take the arms. Oh, and I forgot to do this part. You're going to open up these little panels here, like that. Let me lower the camera so I can get you a better view. Then you're going to flip the fists in like that. You're going to take this part, turn it like that. Sometimes that likes to come unpegged. And swing it on the hinge all the way back. Then you're going to swing the arm forward. And sometimes the fist likes to swing out. That's one engineering part I don't really like. That's going to go... That likes to come unpegged. I wish those pegs were a little deeper, but oh well. You're just going to swing this out and unpeg everything. At some point, everything will come unpegged. Come on, Bumblebee. Am I doing something wrong? Okay, there you go. Then you just fold that in like that and just squish everything together so that's flush. You're going to do the same on the other side. Flip the arm around, push it all the way back, and then turn this in. I wish there was a way for the fist to peg in or something like that on the other side. And wedge that in like that. Squish everything back together because it likes to come undone. Then you're going to take this section here, open it, and fold it all the way down so that that side is flush. And then this will, there's a little hole there, and there's a peg there, and you're just going to fold that in and squish everything together. And there you go. There you have him in his little tab mode. And this is an adorable vehicle mode. It just squishes together into this cute little car that rolls around like all rolling things should. And it just looks really cute. And I do like it. It's a little bit of a pain sometimes to get it transformed, but oh well. And then you can take his little guns and you can peg them as it flies everywhere, either like that on the two little holes on the front, and I think that looks pretty cool, or you can tab them up here like so. And yeah, that is Bumblebee's car mode. So let me get him back into robot mode and I'll give you my final thoughts. So we're going to unpeg these arms that we so painstakingly pegged in and just get them out of the way. Unpeg the cab if it hasn't unpegged already, or the front of the cab if it hasn't unpegged already. Oh, and fold this up like so. There's a little tab there and a little slot there. And just get the arms out of the way, fold that all the way up, and you'll feel this peg in like that. You'll hear a little click. Then we're going to take the legs and split them, turn the waist all the way around, come to the back of the figure, open up these little panels. Like I said, sometimes they like to come undone. Fold, and sometimes you just need to use something to kind of get some of these little tabs up, like so. There you go. Then fold the feet down. Slide this all the way around, or slide these two panels all the way around. Then you're going to come to the bottom of the figure, or the bottom of the feet, and fold out his heels, like so. And then you can close these panels, and then take this whole assembly here, and rock that down to form the chest, push up the arms, fold out the fists, and close those panels. And there you go. There you have a Bumblebee back in his robot mode. This is an adorable figure. I never thought I'd call a Transformer adorable, but he's just a cute little Bumblebee from the animated series, and I do love him. I do not understand the hate that this figure gets. He's on the contenders list for my top 10 figures of the year, which you will see on December 30th, 31st, whenever, the end of December, you'll see that list. And I like him. I do really like this figure. As for recommendations, we'll bring this guy back in, or Prime back in, and we'll raise this up. As for recommendations, I would recommend Bumblebee over Prime. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pick up this figure. I'm just saying it's by preference. I'm obviously an Optimus Prime groupie, so I'm going to get the Optimus Prime when the Optimus Prime comes out. It's not a bad figure. It just isn't a mind blower. It stops short of being great. Bumblebee, on the other hand, highest recommendation. Absolutely pick this figure up. He is worth it. Just be careful with the translucent plastic. So yeah, there you go. There you have animated Optimus, or let me get the whole thing right. Transformers, Legacy United, Voyager class, Optimus Prime, and Deluxe class Bumblebee. And yeah, I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. Yeah, until next time, please remember that growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.